Motivation's a funny thing, isn't it? You typically see it the most on the first of the year when you have been setting resolutions and goals, determined that this is going to be your best year yet. You wake up on the first with a fresh start, full of motivation, full of inspiration, new lease on life, and you are ready and determined to make your dreams come true. You hit the ground running for a few weeks, maybe even a few months. You see progress, amazing things are happening, and you're doing every single thing right until you're not. Until one day you wake up feeling a little bit less motivated and inspired. Maybe you've let some of your new awesome habits slip, just for a day or two. And then a day becomes a week, and a week becomes several, and then before you know it, you are back in December setting goals and resolutions, the same goals and resolutions, knowing for sure that this next year is going to be your year. And on the cycle goes. Sound familiar? Did you know that most people keep their New Year's resolutions for only a couple of weeks, and January 15th is about the time that people start to give up on them? Well, it's already past January 15th. How are you doing? Do you want to know the secret to staying motivated? The magic secret that will keep you going towards your goals past January 15th, past February 15th, and straight on into the next year? I'm about to tell you the secret to staying motivated. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy and truthful ride. Are you ready? Here we go. The secret to staying motivated, are you listening? Is to know that motivation doesn't matter. What? How can I say that motivation doesn't matter when this entire video is about motivation? Hear me out. Motivation is fleeting. Willpower can be depleted. You need to depend on something that you can consciously take hold of even on days that you are not feeling motivated to accomplish your goals. The one thing you need to stay motivated is not motivation at all, but discipline. Did you hear me? The secret to staying motivated and finding your motivation is not motivation, it is discipline. Reaching your goals has nothing to do with being motivated. Not really. Sure, you start off highly motivated and inspired, and that is what gets you to create your action plan, your steps, and gets you started on your journey towards your goals. But after time, your motivation fades. What happens when you wake up that one morning and you would much rather not go to the gym and stay in bed for a little while longer? Or you just want to give in and eat that entire plate of brownies that your friend brought in and put in the work break room. There will be days, more days than not, that your motivation is not there, and that is when it is time to count on your discipline to get you through. After some time, we know that that motivation is going to lessen. It might be 10 days, it might be 10 months, but eventually it's going to happen and the lazy habits are going to kick in. It's human nature. I don't know why we are wired that way, but that is just what we do. We take the easy way out. So it is our job to make sure we have established habits and the discipline to follow these habits before the motivation runs out. Is it okay to take a break sometimes because sometimes we're just feeling a little bit too burnt out running full force towards this goal? Sure, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Losing motivation is the problem, and we are here to talk about the solution. Discipline is what's going to get you there. It's those habits that you put into practice on those days you were feeling highly motivated. The fact that you got yourself to the gym 6 days a week will make that day when you wake up not really feeling like you want to go a little bit easier because you always do it. The habit is built in. The discipline is what's going to get you to walk through that door even though you'd rather stay in bed. The healthy eating habits and routines that you have set up in your kitchen and doing your own meal prep and menu planning is what is going to get you through on the day that there are a plate of brownies at the office. The definition of motivation is the reason one has for acting a particular way. The definition of discipline is the practice of training people to obey a certain rule or code of behavior. Which one of those words do you think is going to be the one that gets you to your goals? No, I'm not saying that motivation isn't a necessary component to getting you to reach your goals. But at the end of the day, the truth is discipline is what's going to get you there. Using the discipline and the habits that we've formed because we are disciplined is what is going to get us to see progress. Have you ever noticed how when you start to see progress towards your goals, be it a career goal, a personal development goal, or a weight loss goal, but when you see progress, that is when your motivation tank seems to fill itself right back up again, even after you've been at it for a long time. When you start to see the scale go down, you want to see the number get smaller. When you start to see your clothes fit looser, you want to get tighter and more toned so you can maybe buy a smaller size. Progress is what motivates you. Discipline is what makes your progress. And it really is that simple. Remember that when you are struggling with lack of motivation, it doesn't matter. Practicing the discipline that you have established during the times that you were motivated is what is going to give you the progress that's going to continue to help you feel motivated. So now that we've established that, I have 5 tips that are going to help you get more motivated. I mean, disciplined, to help you reach your goals. That is to say, these tips are to help you organize your life and your habits to get the discipline in check so the motivation will follow. Tip number 1 is plan your day. And I don't just mean make sure you know what your appointments are, but I have actually found that I am much more productive and much better at getting things done when I block off specific amounts of times for specific tasks. For example, I have an entire block of time blocked off Monday through Friday that I work on blog and YouTube stuff. And then I have a whole separate block of time that is focused on physical activity and getting to the gym, be it my body pump class or going to Planet Fitness just to hop on a cardio machine for a while. I have my workout time built in and I have a regimented schedule, even though I don't technically have a work schedule that I need to abide by. Most people do, so you can use that work schedule as a general layout and work in your other goals around it, but using blocked off time. 2 hours from 3 to 5 p.m. to go to the gym, or blocking off your 9 to 5 schedule to work on your career stuff and really buckle down and get things done. Blocking off your time is going to help you stay focused, and the more you use those blocks of time, the more routine it's going to be, and all of a sudden it's just going to happen. You're naturally going to go work for 5 hours and then go to the gym for 2. It's just what you're going to get used to. The routine and the habit causes the discipline, causes the progress, causes the motivation. Tip number 2 is create an environment that makes it easy to make the right choices. Now I plan on doing an entire separate video on this concept, but basically the idea is set yourself up for success by surrounding yourself and creating your environment to help you work towards your goals, not against them. For example, if weight loss is your goal, make sure you have your kitchen set up in a way that's going to help you. Chop up vegetables and snacks that are conducive to your plan and have them readily sitting in the front of the refrigerator, ready to go at a moment's notice. Instead of having snacks hanging out on the table, put a fruit bowl instead, so as you walk by you see those apples and not a bag of potato chips. Put things that you shouldn't be eating in a more difficult place to get to because we are inherently lazy, and if the apple is sitting right there but we have to work exceptionally hard to get the cookies, odds are you're going to pick the apple. If personal or work goals are what you're after, then make sure you turn off the notifications on your phone. I love the do not disturb feature on my iPhone because it turns off everything, and I disconnect my computer as well, so any messages that I am getting I'm not seeing, so I don't have to pick up my phone every 5 minutes. That gives me the focus to get what I am doing done. Then I can take a break and check my emails or text messages or Instagram notifications later. Tip number 3 is use a timer. I am a huge fan of the Pomodoro technique, which basically means you take 25 minutes to focus down on one particular task or genre of tasks, and then you've earned yourself a 5-minute break. There is an app called Be Focused on the App Store, and it is my favorite thing to use. It's completely free. There is a pro version, but you don't need it. And it's just a Pomodoro timer. And the way that I use it is I sit down and go, okay, 25 minutes on focused blog writing, go. You can do anything for 25 minutes. And then I've earned myself a 5-minute break to pick up my phone and look at Instagram, or if I'm doing things the right way, I will get up and get my body moving. Maybe go and empty or load the dishwasher, switch the laundry over, tidy up, as long as I get my body moving and I'm away from the screen. Or you can use it for cleaning. 25 minutes and get as many cleaning tasks done as you can, and then you've earned yourself a break. After 4 Pomodoro cycles or 2 hours, you earn yourself a slightly longer break. That is the general gist of the Pomodoro technique, but you can use a timer and pick any increment of time that you choose. Do you use a timer to track your productivity and focus? Let me know in the comments down below. Tip number 4 is track your progress. Like I said, one of the easiest ways to refill your motivation tank is to see progress happening towards your goals. I can relate this most easily to weight loss, but when you see the scale going down, you want to make that happen again. So make sure you're tracking your weight, and as you see the graph go down, 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 you're just going to want to continue that trajectory, so you work harder to make sure it happens. when your clothes fit a little looser, you just want to get down to that next size. When you're seeing progress, it means you might think twice before eating that full-fat brownie and opt for an apple instead. Tracking your progress is a great way for you to look at where you were at, see where you are now, and notice how far you've come. Make sure you praise yourself for that, and that is what's going to keep you motivated. And tip number 5 is reward yourself. I am a very reward-driven human being, so if I'm working really hard and I know there's a reward waiting for me at the end of my work, it is going to get done. Whether that be a long-term reward, like treating yourself to a new outfit for 25 pounds lost, or treating yourself to an episode of your favorite TV show after a day of work well done, rewarding yourself really can help drive you to get it done. Using the discipline and your habits to earn your reward is something that's going to motivate you to get things done a little bit more. So there you have it, the secret to fixing your lack of motivation and 5 tips to keep you motivated and disciplined to get to your goals. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it really helps me out. And don't forget to hit that little subscribe button down there so you can get notified every time I upload something new. And let me know in the comments below, what kind of videos would you like to see from me? I am totally open to suggestions, and I am here to make content for you, so I want to know what you want from me. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye!